Welcome to the third episode of our new podcast, Olsa Tools, Grease and Gears. Today we'll be replacing the brake pads in this car. We'll be using quite some tools from Olsa Tools. Efficiency is a must, so we'll show you how having the right tools for the job at hand can make the difference. First of all, we need to take these lug nuts and remove the rim cover. We can just use the 1/2-inch drive size, 180 degrees flex head ratchet, which is fully made in the USA. This flex head ratchet features a 90-tooth fine ratcheting gear, needing only 4 degrees of swing arc for each click. With a head of only 0.69 inch thick, this ratchet can get into tighter areas than the competition. It's 100% fabricated and assembled in the USA using domestically sourced materials for guaranteed reliability, precision, durability, and quality, showcasing the excellence of American craftsmanship. Okay, now that we have loosed these lugs, it's time to elevate the car with the jack stand and remove the wheel. The sealed head is resistant to dust and dirt, and the push-button-less design allows it to handle much torque without braking. Now that we have removed the lug nuts, let's take the wheel off. Let's put the wheel underneath the car just for precaution. Take a look here. We need to remove these bolts. There's only one effective way to know what socket size we need, using the bolt head size finder. There's a bit of light in here, but we need a 14mm socket. We'll use the extractor wrenches to lose them a bit and keep using the flex head ratchet to get them off. These extractor wrenches have a distinctive box end design that grips perfectly on bolts that are up to 80% rounded. Rusty bolts are an easy thing to do with these wrenches. Olsa Tools has you covered with stubby impact sockets that can get into the tightest spots. They come with this aluminum rail organizer, so you have peace of mind since the very first moment. We'll use the 3/8-inch US-made ratchet with the 14mm socket to get rid of the bolt on the outside. Now that we have removed both bolts, we just need to lift the caliper up, and it can remain like that, no biggies. This is when the extendable pry bar comes in handy. It will help the piston to go slightly back into its original position. Due to the usage of the brakes, the brake pads will deteriorate and get thinner, causing the caliper piston to extend more and more so it can put pressure on the pads. This can give you a hard time when trying to remove the calipers. Then you can remove the old brake pads. There you go. Let's take the new brake pads and add a tiny bit of grease in these legs, and on the back part, remember the position the old ones were in, so you can insert the new ones just like that. Let's do the same process with the one on the inside. Lower the caliper back in place. If you can't do that, take one of the old calipers and place it on top of the piston so you can push it down and leave it right where it belongs. If you have a piston decompressor, use that one instead of your hands, but you still need to use an old pad so you won't damage the piston. Once you have placed the caliper where it belongs, insert the bolts, screw them in a couple of times with your hand, and let's use the same 3/8-inch ratchet. But be sure to move the lever right here to the other side so we get the desired action. Make sure to tighten up these bolts. You don't want to go easy on your brakes. And let's put it back where it belongs. Okay, so same thing, but just backwards. Put the lugs in their place. Give it a go a couple of times with your hands. All good, boss? Yep, keep going. We'll lower down the car and remove the jack stand from there. It's time for the 1/2-inch drive size, flex head click torque wrench to come into the light spot. This baby right here has a knurled handle that comes handy when you get your hands all greasy and dirty, just like mine right now. To set the torque force, you need to pull the handle and twist the upper part to set the desired torque spec, which you can find in the car's manual. Gotta align the 0 with the vertical line at the closer tens, and then move the bottom part to align the specific unit to that point. Remember, you only need to put pressure on the handle of the torque wrench. That'll make the job easier and faster. No struggles. That's the click you're looking for. That's your key to move on to the next one. Done. Let's put the rim cover back and secure it with the flex head ratchet. We don't have enough space on the other side in order to change it, so we'll need to take the car out and drive it in the other way. But first, let's hit the brakes until they feel smooth This will help the new brake pads to get into action easily. Won't show you the other side not to bore you. Okay, good to go. Wait, we can get rid of all the grime and grease and with a touch of lemon scent. These hand and tool wipes are a lifesaver. All shops need at least a dozen of these 100-piece boxes. It's easy to get them out thanks to its dispenser. Once you open the lid, you will perceive a fresh lemon scent. That's when you know it will work like magic. As you can see, this wipe has been doing its job since the first couple of times. Just one wipe, and we have almost all of it gone. We'll use a couple more just to get 100% clean. But hey, you can just use one wipe, and once you get rid of most of it, go wash your hands, and you are done. I'm using a couple more just to show you how they can remove all of it by themselves. If you have hairy arms, don't worry, these will help you too. This is the answer to all of your prangs. They are completely safe for skin and can clean your tools too, leaving a delicious lemon scent. No more squeaky sound but the ones on your hands. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Drop all your comments, questions, and suggestions down below. We'll appreciate it so much. Keep it cool and greasy.